As you probably know, the Trump administration invoked the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 over the weekend, essentially naming individuals who are connected to Tren de Aragua from Venezuela as enemies of the United States and allowing them to be removed from the United States without due process. On that same day, a federal judge said, no, this is not lawful. It's unconstitutional. There's a misapplication of the Alien Enemies Act here. You cannot do this, especially because some of these individuals had pending asylum claims and they had the right to have those adjudicated in the United States. Not only that, but the removal flights were landing in El Salvador. In other words, people were being deported and are being deported, not to Venezuela, but to a third country, and to a prison for criminals in a third country. There is a difference between deporting someone and sentencing them to a prison sentence, which is essentially what the Trump administration is doing. These are individuals who have not had a criminal trial, yet they are being put in criminal prisons. Not only criminal prisons, but one of the harshest prisons in Latin America. So a lot is going on here, right? And essentially, Venezuelans, young men in the United States who might have the wrong tattoo may be put on these removal flights as being connected to the gang Tren de Aragua. Now, the judge, the federal district court judge, stated that the Alien Enemies Act is for use during a declared war, and that currently we are not in a war with any nation, including Venezuela, or any nation associated with Tren de Aragua. And so this is really beyond its intended scope, is what the judge said. Nonetheless, the Trump administration has continued to, or says they will continue to carry out the flights. The flight that was mid-air when the order came out did not turn around, despite the judge ordering any flights in air to do so. And the Trump administration saying it was already over international waters. What's most concerning, though, here is that Tom Homan went on the news and said flights are going to continue to go out every day. Essentially stated that they are not going to follow the federal court's order. And so this begs the question, what happens when the president declines to follow the court order? How do we hold them in contempt? This will be interesting to see how it plays out. While he himself might be protected from arrest, Tom Homan isn't, and none of his cabinet members are, and none of the heads of agencies are. So I want to see where this goes. There's a hearing on the merits on March 21st, so this week. And I foresee some type of motion to compel compliance or a petition for contempt to be filed.